Junjun, aka Dolores Madrigal, chismis doon, chismis dito, naririnig ko kayo.
Without further ado, we have Johan Kyle. Hi, welcome to the show.
You're senior high?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're so
yeah.
young.
I'm
Today,
like I have a daughter and a son. You know, Mama Thanos.
yeah.
She's not supportive in my TikTok career nung una. Pero when I start receiving money, like, go na siya.
That post on Instagram ended up getting recognized by Vice Ganda's stylist, Aaron. And then Aaron contacted me and said, did you design something for Vice? If you don't actually like what you do, how can you get up every day and go to work?
Yeah.
The Kwentihan Podcast!
Are you ready? Are you ready? What's going on? What's going on?
Hi guys! Magbabalik ang The Kwentihan Podcast. Chismis dito, chismis doon. Sa akin lang matatanggap is your girl, JP, the Gossip Girl. At kasama ko si...
Junjun, aka Dolores, chismis doon, chismis dito, tangina niyo.
Okay, so for this podcast, we have a huge guest. So without further ado, we have Johan Kyle. Hi, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for
Hi.
being here. So, what
Thank you for having me.
Can you explain us like how are you feeling? What are you doing at the moment?
How are you doing today?
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good. Today was actually the first day of my classes. So,
Oh.
yeah, it
Ooh.
was an interesting day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
Where do I live?
Where
In the
do you-
Philippines.
I'm sorry.
Here,
Yeah.
in Taguig.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's near. So anyways, for our viewers who are listening and watching, we are going to talk about our college experiences. And of course, meron kasi tayong mga viewers and then mga listeners na namumblema na ano daw yung mabibigay namin na advice sa mga incoming college students, and then ano yung mga gusto naming sabihin na advice sa kanila kasi syempre ako college student na ako, and then si Junjun, she is a incoming
I'm senior high school student.
yeah. So
You're senior high?
yeah.
You're
Yeah.
so young.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for
So I'm
today,
like I have a daughter and a son.
No naman.
okay. So for this podcast yan, pag-uusapan natin ang college experience. So handa ka na ba, Johan? Yeah. Siya.
Yeah, but I don't really have that many college experiences because today, like I said, was my first day. So I have
yeah.
lots of high school experiences.
Yeah. So we're just going to talk about the pre-college, like the paperworks, and then like the advice that you can give to your high school self and stuff like that. So for our first question, we are going in with a very like simple question. So wait, let me just open my
Okay.
phone. I'm very nervous at the moment because we have Johan here in our show. It's like a huge it's like a huge opportunity. So for our first question, we have Johan. How do you choose your degree program? And then I read some articles like you took a gap year. So how was it for you?
Yes. Okay. How did I choose my course?
Yeah.
That's a good question because I was pretty indecisive. I changed my course 3 times. Luckily, I could do that because I wasn't starting school yet. So I had already enrolled. And then I told them I wanted to take a break. So they withheld my enrollment for a year. So I was able to change 3 times without any consequences of like moving my credits or having to deal with that. But how did I choose? It's
Yeah.
very simple. I just choose what I thought was best for me. I changed as a person within that year, so that's why my courses changed. Initially, I was gonna do film, and then when COVID happened, I decided to do something more orthodox. So I chose entrepreneurship, and then I wanted to change to business management, and then I realized that I don't like math, so I was like, okay, I think I should stick to marketing, and that's what I'm doing now. So yeah, it's really a journey. Some people know instantly what they like and good for them,
Yeah.
but sometimes you have to go through the motions, and that's fine. And to answer your second question, which was, sorry, what's the second question?
You took a gap year, right? Like how was the ano?
Yes, I took a
Yeah.
gap year.
Yeah. So how
I took a gap year because I graduated I graduated in 2020, and that's when COVID hit. So
Yeah.
It was a pretty confusing time. I'm sure we all know. So
Yeah.
my family and I were not so uh pressured to like start college right away. We wanted to kind of see how it was going to go, and I also really wanted a break because can you imagine, since since kinder to high school I've been studying straight, so it's, I think everyone should have like a gap year, honestly, if
Yeah.
I had to say, because yeah, you need to, I'm so grateful I did, because I grew so much as a person,
Yeah.
and I just enjoyed spending time with myself. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Well, for me, ano Junjun? Ito
That
yung sabi
is
ko.
great, sabi ko.
Well, for me, I really wish I took that gap year because like I'm pressured to choose my program, but and then actually we're not that rich, so I actually want to take film in Binil, but yeah, we don't have the
Okay.
money. So I chose civil engineering. I have a scholarship in this school. I don't want to name drop school because baka maya pagalitan kami, di ba? So para ako kasi alam ko na yung gusto ko, but because of money, I did not have the chance to pick it. But yeah, ayun yung mabigay ko sa advice, Junjun, kung ano, 'di ba, incoming ka na and then you're namimili ka ngayon.
Mm-mm.
So ayun lang naman ang magiging advice ko sa iyo na habang may pera, go lang ng go. May pera. Ikaw ba Junjun, ano ang ano mo? Ano
My
ang
choices in
oo.
life.
Mm.
My choices in life, I have 7 choices kasi the first choice is to become a chef because when I was young,
Yeah.
I love cooking talaga like that. Tapos I want to be a psychiatrist, psychologist like that because I feel like I'm communicate emerald ganon. Magaling ako
Yeah.
makapag-communicate sa
Yeah.
tao. Like ganon. Tapos yung third naman, nursing. Kasi gusto ng mama ko. Tsaka gusto ko lang naman yung nursing kasi may pera doon. Like that.
Yeah.
Tapos, tapos my fourth choice is to become a model slash celebrity slash star,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. And
Mm.
my sixth, ay, ilan na ba yun? 4 na ba yun?
Actually, di ko na 5 na yata, ate.
Mm.
5.
And my, if I don't have anything that, that ends up like that, I will just, kill myself.
Oy,
Para,
gaga, well, para lang for me, no, if you have the money, then go choose whatever you want. I think, it's best to not follow what your parents want. Kasi,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, of
kasi,
course.
because if you follow, like, what your parents told you, like, and then you don't want it, you're just gonna suffer in the end. Like
Mm-mm.
what I am
Yeah.
experiencing right now. Just kidding. I
Oh my
love my
God.
parents.
I wanted to be a film student din pala.
Yeah, oo nga. Pero like,
I
ang
want
mahal din
to.
kasi ng film. Oo, ang mahal din ng film, te. Ikaw, Johan, I think we have a different experience on this field. How was your process on getting into college? Like, is it hard? Like, what did you do to
It
get
was
into
hard. I
college?
failed a lot of tests. I didn't get into the universities, my first choice university. I didn't get into it. So yeah, it was, but you know what? I ended up finding the university that I feel
Mm.
fits me best now because it's closer to me and it's a good
Mhm.
school. And
Mm.
yeah, I feel like but that's what I'm trying to say is that I've been through that. I've been through the disappointment and through the
Yeah.
test. I like, as with everyone else, like there was nothing, like there's nothing different. Like I don't know how you did it, but I went to the college campus, I took the test. Yeah, there was no COVID at the time, so you could do
Yeah.
that. But now there's no more, like, what's that called, tests, like
Yeah.
it's based on your grades already,
Mm.
so there's no more entrance exam. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Ikaw ba, Junjun? Like, nakapag-exam ka na ba?
No, not pa.
Not pa. Pero
Hindi
anong
ko
school
nga
mo
sure
ba?
kung magka-college ako. Charot.
Anong school ba ang gusto mo?
I want to, UP or SLU like that. Pero feeling ko magbabagyo talaga.
Wow, UP Baguio.
Mm.
Okay. So,
Yeah, UP Baguio is good.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's very... Malapit ka lang ba dun, Juju? Ay, hindi. Ilocos ka pala, no?
Mga 4 hours. Yeah.
Ang lapit lang pala. Tsaka malamig doon.
You're very
Kaya,
smart now.
Yeah.
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 That's what my parents said. If I'm here in our place, it's hot in here, so that I will
Yeah.
go in Baguio and make aral-aral.
Ay, wow. Diligent student. Ito naman ang ating next question. Since tatlo naman tayo may platform sa social media. Ikaw ba, I don't know kasi kung pare-parehas tayo ng experience. Ikaw ba, Johan, like, how did you or how are you juggling? Like, syempre, you have OJK clothing, you have your music, and then you have a lot of things going on. And then there's academics. Like, how are you juggling all of those things?
On a tight wire. Back in high school, I remember how stressful that was. When it first happened, it was hard to balance it, because I was really hands-on with everything. So I didn't even have a process to it, and I was new. So it was I was figuring it out. And now that I'm older, by the time I reached grade 12, because work started happening when I was grade 10, and I was so lost. I remember I would be absent for like 3 days. I would go to school like twice a week because I was so focused on work. And yeah, but here's the thing, I always just made sure to pass. I would always advise that to anyone who has hobbies outside of school that are very serious. Like, as long as you can pass, because you don't have to always be in class to know the lessons. Like for
Yeah.
me, I was able to just read the my notes and look at the PowerPoint, and I would be absent for most of the week, but I go to school when there's a test, and that's what I do, and I passed. I didn't get great grades, but I got enough to go to college. So yeah, and I have absolutely no regrets. I'm happy with the way things went, and yeah, but I mean, in life, you always have to balance things. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not just like work and school. I'm sure we all have our own personal things. So I guess it's just a process of figuring it out and being consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
To be honest, because I am a huge fan of yours too, and then I remember following you back in like 2020, I think, and then naiinggit ako sa'yo kasi parang ang dami mong ginagawa. Like, ang dami mong ginagawa all at once. Like, you just release another single, di ba? Like, tapos, yung isang single mo pa, like, naging viral sa TikTok. Tapos, you're filming and all of that. Parang, nasa isip ko, parang, hala pa, mas bata pa siya sa akin, pero ang dami niyang ginagawa. Parang, nakakaano lang, parang, ala, sana all, ganun. Ito din si Junjun. Ikaw, Junjun, ang dami mong ginagawa din kahit nag-aaral ka, no?
Yes. I'm making my new album, charot. And I'm doing TikTok every day, endorsement like that, and costuming and studying is very stressful.
Yeah, a lot of people are eating
Sana
her like
all.
content. Yeah, she's very famous.
That's great. That's great.
She-
Wow. Sana all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Johan, you're very influential too. You have a lot
Yeah.
of things. Like, I just wish that
Oh,
I have
thank you.
like, the things that you have. But anyways, yeah. Speaking of influencer things, eto, Johan, I think this is what our viewers like craving from you the most, because a lot of our viewers are like from high school. For this question, what advice can you give to those incoming college students who are struggling to choose their program, including those who choose a program for the sake of practicality? Well, Miss Universe, sorry, Johan, but yeah,
I would always say just choose what makes you happy. But of course, we live in a world where your college course matters, I guess.
yeah,
Does it really? But how do I say this? I guess it really depends on the type of person you are, because me, I can't even compromise like that. Like, even for the sake of practicality or money, like if you choose a course that your parents say there's no money in, if it doesn't make me happy, I really can't see myself doing it. And I feel like that's what you should also be thinking, because if you are not motivated to work, even if the course you have has money in it, how can you successfully succeed in that field? Because if you don't actually like what you do, how can you get up every day and go to work if
yeah,
you don't even like what you're doing, or what you like what you're studying? So the secret is choosing something you like and being very good at it. Yeah, so I guess just do what you love. I know
yeah,
that And here's the thing, like your college course does not dictate your whole future. Like when you are applying for a job, most of the time the degree does not really matter. It's just like if you graduated college or not. Many people can change midway. It's I think you guys, not you guys. I think the young people should
Yeah.
not overthink it so much. They should
Yeah.
just focus on what makes them happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then there's a lot of students din kasi na like wala din namang ganung kalaking pera. Ito din yung sinabi sa akin ng magulang ko since wala naman din kami ganung kalaking pera. Ay daw, parang take what you have right now, and then when you have enough money, then go pursue what you want. Kasi 'di ba, hindi naman lahat tayo same ng privileges, So parang I think it's important to it's important to know where you are, and then when you have enough resources, i-push mo siya. 'Di ba? Para naman. I know magiging mahirap siya kasi hindi naman lahat nga may money, but I think kung saan ka masaya, and then if you make a plan or some sort, just go for it, 'di ba?
Yeah, expend within your means. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Ikaw, Junjun, like, may ba, like, yung parents mo ba may gustong specific, or, ikaw, oo nga pala, yung sabi
Yung
pala
nanay
sa
ko,
akin.
my mom wants me to be a medical student, but I told to her that I can't take the pressure like that. Kasi ayoko kasi yung mga course na hindi nakakasa yung creativity ko like that.
Yeah.
That would be very...
You're more into arts nga. Oo. Oh, you're more into arts. Oo, same din. Pero ewan ko, ganun din kasi siguro ayun nga, be happy. Choose where you choose Ayoko na mag-English. Basta doon ka saan ka masaya. Nahihirapan ako mag-English. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I think here's our next question. Ikaw ba, Junjun? Ano bang mga sasabi mo sa mga ewan ko, para kasing iba ang generation natin sa isa't isa. Ano bang masasabi mo dyan tungkol sa topic na ito?
Like kasi right now, I'm in my confused state pa lang, you know what I'm saying? Sa pagpili ng course, kaya wala pa akong mga advice kasi sa sarili ko, ako din, nag-struggle din po ako. So sorry po, wala po akong advice.
So I think...
I just want to be rich.
Yeah, ayun lang naman din yung goal. Kung gusto ko din naman yung maman, ayun lang din talaga. Next question. What do you want to say to your high school self who is just preparing to enter college, Johan? Like may mga gusto ka bang gustong sabihin na or na-realize mo na, ay dapat pala alam ko na to before para mas maayos yung experience ko ngayon?
Honestly, nothing. I wouldn't change anything because I feel like all the mistakes I made helped me become the person I am today. I know that's so cheesy, but I wouldn't really change anything. And I how do I say this? I don't think I really made any grave mistakes while choosing my course. Because back in high school, I had the same philosophy that I was just going to choose what made me happy. It just so happened that throughout the time I changed my interests and stuff. So naturally I followed my philosophy that I already had at the time, and I chose the course I liked. So I guess what I would give advice to for like high school students in general is to just do what makes you happy. And that applies to everything, like even how you dress, what you like to wear, how you talk, what community you want to be a part of, because in high school everyone is just bandwagoning off each other and doing what's cool. And I think what really helped me with OJK when I was in high school was I didn't care about that. I just wanted to make art. And if you truly want to be an artist, then you just need to focus on your vision. People don't know what they like until they see it, right? So how can you create work if you keep making intentionally recycled copies of other things? Well, that's another thing, that art is just basically recycling everything from the past but making it new, which is fair. But I mean, the point is you should be focused on your vision as an artist and just go forward with that.
Yung yung guts ko, like kung ano yung parang ano ba yung mas gusto ko sa like 7 choices ko, ganun. Tapos pinipili ko talaga yung yung parang ituloy yung yung kagagahan ko sa social media.
Actually, nga kasi si Junjun kasi talaga sobrang creative niyan. Ngayon lang kita i-comment as my co-host, pero napakagaling. Ito si Johan din, like I love yung mga damit mo, yung mga nilalabas mong design. Since meron kang OGK clothing, 'di ba? So saan ba siya nagsimula?
How did it start? I don't know. It was a new interest of mine. I just got into fashion. So I was making clothes. I was making them in my room, and I would wear them to my school and outside. That was it. That was like the only place I would. I mean, how do I say this? Those are the only people who knew, people in school and my family.
Mm.
I had no intentions of making it a serious brand or
Yeah.
to be doing it professionally, but it just so happened that the circumstances led to that. So now I'm just super grateful that
Mm.
that happened. Yeah. How did it happen? Are you asking me like specifically the story? Of, like,
Yeah,
how it-
yeah, yeah, it's okay. Go on.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
So what happened was, it was always my dream to be like to be noticed outside and to have someone be interested in my clothes. But that never really happened because my family hated my clothes and my classmates didn't really like it as well, because I don't know, it's either they felt it was ugly or it was inappropriate or they just didn't vibe with it. But I knew that I had something because that was my vision. Like I felt like I really had something going on. So I trusted it and I kept wearing my clothes and I kept making more clothes. And one night my mom and I got into an argument because I wasn't earning money from it. So the jackets that I would use were jackets I had already owned that, you know, my family got me.
Yeah.
And they were basically saying that designing was a waste of money and that I was ruining my clothes and that I should
Yeah.
stop. And it really pissed me off. So I left the house for
Yeah.
just a few hours. I went to Market to get myself Zagu,
Yeah.
which is like my therapy drink.
Yeah.
That's also all I could afford at the time with my allowance. So I'd go to Market, which is a mall I was not allowed to go to. And lo and behold, I was recognized by this guy named Poor Taste. And he goes to me and he says, "I love your outfit. Where'd you get it from?" And I said, "I made it." And he said, "Oh, cool." And I'm James Reed's producer. He said, "I'm James Reed's producer." So I was
Oh my
like, "Oh my
God.
gosh." And I was like, "I'll make you a deal. If you could get me a meeting with a stylist, I'll design you a hoodie." And that was the deal for a huge discount. So he got me a meeting with a stylist, and he also posted me on Instagram. That stylist ended up working for a magazine, and that post on Instagram ended up getting recognized by Vice Ganda's stylist, Aaron. And then Aaron contacted me and said, "Could you design something for Vice?" And then just a month later, the very first celebrity I ever dressed was Vice Ganda. And everything started rolling from there. I started getting photographers, and then I was like, okay, this is but here's the thing though, like there's so many brands that end up just going viral and not really staying around for so long. I think really the secret with OJK was the marketing, because we kind of approach it differently. I'd like to think we didn't use celebrities or professional models. I was just using my classmates, and I would shoot the campaigns in school, and I worked with only one photographer, so it'd be consistent. And we weren't really focused on being glamorous or being cool or being mainstream. We were just focused on like doing what we wanted to do. And I think that really resonated with the local community. And every month there was a new magazine posting about OJK, because the campaigns were so fun. And that's the thing, because I love film and I love photography. We really cared so much about our campaigns, our fashion campaigns, like the shoots and the commercials that we'll release. We would have a huge budget and we'd have a huge production just to sell like one piece of clothing. Like we didn't care. We just wanted something beautiful at the end of the day. And yeah, I think that's the story of OJK, and
Ang
I'm
ga-
still doing it up to this day.
Ang
Yeah.
galing, no? Gano'n lang pa. Parang,
Amazing.
punta din tayong market eh. Para discover
I will
tayo.
go buy a
I love
Zago.
Market.
Maybe someone will-
I love Market.
Eto dahil doon sa story mo na parang yung parents mo, di pa parang against sila nung una. I think, ang
Yeah.
dami ding magulang na tawag dito, against talaga sa art. Kasi sabi nila, wala daw tayong mapapalang pera. Di
Alam mo
ba?
ba? May
Mm.
yung mga parents ko no, may parents lalo you know Mama Thanos.
Yeah.
She's not supportive on my TikTok career nung una, pero when I start receiving money like that, go na siya like that. You know?
Yeah. It's kind of a
Oo.
sad thing, right? Like
Yeah.
you need to have money to prove it, but
Pero,
Kaya din yung family ko din against sila sa filming kasi sabi nila ang dami daw kailangan na pera, and then ang hirap makakuha ng pera pabalik. So parang hindi ba lahat naman gano'n? Hindi ba parang lahat naman you're going to start from scratch. Tsaka ewan ko
Yeah.
ba, parang kasi katulad ko, civil engineering ang course ko. Sabi na, diyan may pera ka, ganyan. Tapos yung nakausap ko na yung mga civil engineering, makahirap na makakuha ng pera. So parang, hindi ko alam bakit ganon. So parang sana sa mga future generations, I think sana mawala yung mindset sa arts na wala tayong makuha ang pera.
Mm-mm.
Because meron talagang ano lang,
Yes.
parang pahirapan lang na makaano sa top, maka-achieve sa top.
Here's the
Mm-mm.
thing with art. There's no like right way to do it. Like there's no
Yeah.
way to get successful. Like when you're doing law or becoming a doctor, you know, you do the process. You take the bar exam, you study for this many years. But if you're in the showbiz scene or the art scene, it's like how do you uh get your big break, right?
Yeah.
Like it could be through TikTok, it could be through like meeting someone in the mall, it could just be like there's no right way to do it, and that's kind of the beauty and kind of the sad thing about it. Like,
Yeah.
because really the way to make lots of money is to be successful.
Yeah.
So how, and that's another thing, like how do you measure success? Because sometimes if you're like an artist, what is success to you? Is it making great work, or is it having a lot of followers and being rich? Because those are
Yeah.
totally different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
Ikaw, Johan, like nape-pressure ka pa rin ba sa mga sa mga nangyayari sa iyo? At baka mamaya mawala ganun. Ako kasi nape-pressure ako na baka mamaya mawala yung platform ko. Ikaw ba?
I was like maybe a year ago, but now I think I've changed my mindset about it. I see it more as a hobby and something I do that makes me happy. So now I'm not so pressured to keep doing something just because I have to or because my fans want me to. It's really about me, like what makes me happy. So no, I don't feel pressured anymore. I guess when I do feel pressured, it's because it's a commit. If I have commitments, like if I have a deadline that I have to meet,
Yeah.
or I'm very busy in 1 week, then I get pressured. But in the long term, no, I'm not pressured. I feel like I should just keep doing what makes me happy, and that's what made me have OJK to begin with. So it's a formula that works for me. So I'll just keep doing that. I don't feel any pressure at all. I feel like I've spent too much of my life under pressure as a kid. I mean, I started when I was 15, right? And I feel like my high school should have been more chill. So now that I'm 19 or turning 20, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna just relax, enjoy, and just have fun. So I don't feel pressured. No.
Ikaw, Junjun, nape-pressure ka ba? Di ba minsan nagpa-flop era tayo?
Mm-mm. I mean, kung nape-pressure ako like that, tapos nagpa-flop yung mga video store, yung account ko like that, gumagawa na lang ako ng bagong era like that to start again, you know. Tapos, thank you God, wala namang nag-flop na era ko. I mean,
Oo. Yeah, di ba?
Our parents are fine.
Yeah.
They're fine.
Diba? Thank God, walang nag-flop na era ko like that. Kung mayroon talagang mag-flop na era ko talaga, sasangla ko yung kaluluwa ko sa gobyerno.
Gaga. Ayun na nga. So ato nga, so para sa mga ato lang, gusto ko lang huling sabihin sa mga ating viewers. Kung sa mga nanonood man kayo o nakikinig, yung mga incoming college students, I think siguro isip-isipin na at maging ready, and then siguro I think choose what makes you happy nga. Kasi ayun naman yung para naging sentro ng podcast natin.
Yeah.
In college, choose what makes you happy, and then if hindi kaya ng pera, then I think go make a plan in the future. Ikaw ba, Johan, ano ang masasabi mo sa ating viewers about our topic as your last habilin sa kanila?
Not really sure what else to say. I feel like I've said everything, but I guess no one knows you better than you. Your parents, your classmates, your friends, your teachers, they just want what's best for you, and they're just trying to help you. But at the end of the day, it's your life, and if you make mistakes, you're the one who deals with the consequences. And if you succeed, you're the one who enjoys the reaps of your success. So just focus on you. Yeah. Sorry, I meant you're the one who gets the fruits of your labor, but reaps of your success. What? Anyways, but yeah, I feel like some people get too peer pressured sometimes, and
Mm-mm.
It's hard, but you have to do what's best for you, and what's best for you is what makes you happy, because that's what's in the long run. Yeah.
Yun. At ayun lang nga, maraming salamat po sa ating mga viewers. And lastly, thank you Johan for being our guest this season. Maraming salamat. And yeah,
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much. Tingnan mo, nag-prepare pa kami ng damit kasi we are very nervous for for you
Wow,
being our
I love your
guest.
outfits, by the way.
Thank you so much. At ayun lang nga, Johan, you can promote your social medias and everything, like you're single.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
Just follow me if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Johan Kyle, JOHANKYLE. It's the same on all platforms. So just type it and don't follow any fake accounts because I'm not
Yeah.
verified. So just check. Yeah.
Ayun din, hoy, sa mga nanonood, please listen to his new single, Drunk in Manila.
Yeah.
It's a bop.
Thank you.
Yeah, and watch the music video din sa YouTube. At ayun na nga,
I have a new
maraming
song coming out soon this year, by the way. So
When?
it's not yet
Oh my
announced,
God.
but I don't know when COVID allows me to film my music video. Maybe around May. Or
Oh my God, is that an
So late,
exclusive? Is that
Yeah,
an
that is an
exclusive?
exclusive.
Oh my God, thank you for making this podcast an exclusive. Thank you so much. Yeah. At ayun na nga, maraming salamat. Ito na ang huling habilin. Don't forget to join our Facebook page, Kwentihan Podcast Bading version, na doon tayo mag-dog show. At please, wag niyong kalimutan na magpa-vaccine, magpa-booster shot na. And then, please be careful. Please be careful outside, wear your mask. And ayun na nga, Junjun, may huling habilin ka pa pala?
Wala na po. Follow your heart. Kagaya ko. Tarot.
And once again, this is me, JP, Chisis dito, Chisis doon. Sa akin lang matatanggap, is your girl, JP, the Gossip Girl. At kasama ko si...
Junjun, aka Dolores Madrigal. Chismis doon, chismis dito. Naririnig ko kayo. Ito ang The Kwentihan Podcast.
Ayun na nga, with Johan. Maraming salamat. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye. Thank you.